I did my presentation on why PEDs should be banned from professional sports. The Tour de France is the largest bike race on the planet. During this race, bikers will partake in a 21-stage, 23-day event where they cycle all the way around France, which is around 2,200 miles. Lance Armstrong is an American cyclist who was born in 1971. Don't get him confused with Neil Armstrong, the first man to land on the moon. Lance was the first person to win 7 Tour de France titles, and he managed to do them all back-to-back from 1999 to 2005. This was an incredible feat for all the people who watched the race live, but eventually Lance was stripped of all of his medals because they found out he was using PEDs, or performance-enhancing drugs, for the majority of his career. PEDs, also known as steroids, are a major problem in professional sports today too. Steroids give athletes a boost over the competition, which is what appeals to them, but they have many underlying health risks that most people take for granted. Professional athletes are extremely high paid. This is because they're all super athletes to be able to dominate against the best of the best. This is why separating yourself from the pack as a professional athlete is extremely hard. When an athlete takes PEDs, it provides them with an advantage for themselves and the team. The reason athletes take steroids is because of its ability to help them quickly pack on lean muscle mass. On average, a man can put on around 1 to 2 pounds of lean muscle mass in a month, but this would be done through strenuous diets and workouts, with results still being up in the air. Men who took steroids over the course of 10 weeks saw a 2 kilogram to 5 kilogram increase in lean muscle mass and an overall strength increase by an average of 20%. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds, which means that the men packed on 4.4 pounds to 11 pounds of lean muscle mass in 10 weeks. This means that the steroids boosted their ability to put on lean muscle mass by 25 to 50%. This is incredible. Simply put, this is unnatural. Athletes use this strength to launch the ball an extra 100 feet over a 450-foot baseball field, or win something like the Tour de France. Steroids provide a boost to the athlete while they're in peak shape right now, but their body is slowly giving out on them. Steroids push your body to tear and repair muscles faster than it could naturally. The heart is constantly working to pump blood to all these new areas and is being overworked due to its unnatural size. Almost all forms of steroids, or PEDs, are untested by the FDA. In studies done, it showed that steroids played major risks on liver or kidney failure, as well as tumors. Steroids have an enzyme that the liver can't fully process, so it's released into the bloodstream for the whole body to receive. Anabolic steroids are highly addictive. Because of this, most users have to increase dosages or increase frequency to get the feeling that they need. Steroids' effects on the heart are the most pressing. Anabolic steroids can cause an enlarged heart, high blood pressure, and a change in cholesterol, which can all lead to increased chances of heart attack or stroke. Perception is key to most things. Like how people say first impressions when meeting someone new is important. Perceptions fan has on sports is extremely important. The effect of drug-free sports to the public is incredible. Sports where the playing field is level due to no one using steroids or PEDs are likely to have a higher turnout than ones that don't. Take, for example, would you go to a game where there are all 6th graders playing and then one junior? No one would. It's unfair, and you already know the outcome of the event. Doping in professional sports is the same. In 2005, the MLB implemented random drug testing and publicly announced when a player came back positive. Webforum.org created a graph that showed the deviation in expected attendance when a home team player tested positive on a drug test versus when a home team player was injured. In all cases, less fans showed up after a home team player had tested positive versus when a home team player had gotten injured where the attendance stayed the same. Steroids have an effect on your brain as well. A huge part of this is something called roid rage. An example of this is when Quentin Rampage Jackson tore off a door for no apparent reason. Public cases of roid rage cause fans to lose love and attention for the sport. In this case, former WWE wrestler Chris Benoit, everything spiraled downhill. Between June 22nd and June 24th of 2007, he killed his wife, 7-year-old son, and himself. This was all due to CTE caused by the sport, steroids, alcohol, and a failing marriage. This changed the public outlook on the sport. Attendance went down, sponsorships went down, and revenue went down. Doping in professional sports provides no benefit to anyone else other than the athlete using the steroid. Even then, the athlete is facing more negative effects than helpful effects, as the steroids will boost his testosterone in the short run, but will affect his health in many major ways in the long run. Thank you.